Now here's a question for you. How many of you guys are actually using sunscreen on a daily basis? This is my question for you, and this is what today's video is going to be all about. If you saw the recent video that I did last week with my team here at One Digital Entertainment, we did a random survey on is the average Indian man wearing sunscreen, and the results were very, very disappointing. So today I'm here to do the next video, and we're going to talk all about sunscreen and just why it is so important. This is me, Riaan, your grooming guru. Please subscribe to my channel for all these grooming tips, car reviews, daily vlogs, fashion tips, and of course travel videos. Lots of fun stuff, so hit subscribe. Back to today's video. What is sunscreen and why is it so important for all of us to wear? So when I asked most people, there was little or no awareness about sunscreen, and a lot of people told me that sunscreen is just to prevent you from tanning, which is wrong because there is so much more that it does other than prevent you from tanning. Now, sunscreen literally protects you from the UVA and the UVB rays of the sun. Okay, so today I'm going to tell you how you can choose a sunscreen, how you must wear it and how you must use it, and of course a couple of little tidbits of information that you can keep in mind to protect your skin. So how exactly does the sun damage your skin? Do you know that every time you step out or you're driving to work or even sitting by a window, the sun and the UV rays are actually damaging your skin? What are they doing? They are aging your skin, they're causing pigmentation and unnecessary fatigue. Have you noticed after a long day at the beach or maybe after a really long road trip when you've been driving in the sun, how that night your skin feels so damaged, it doesn't look healthy, it looks very unhealthy and burnt? That's what's happening to the skin every single day. I want to tell you one thing, it's not only about sunny days. Today is a really grey day, there's clouds, it's the monsoon, but UV can come through the clouds. So if you're stepping out, you need to put on sunscreen even if it is not a sunny day. And remember, especially those of you guys who are working in offices with big glass windows, if you are sitting near a window or if your face or your skin is literally directly facing the outdoors, you need to protect your skin. Most importantly, your skin will thank you later. By the time you reach like your late 30s or 40s, if you have not invested in protecting your skin enough during your 20s and 30s, your skin will start to age and show that fatigue very, very soon, which is why you see that a lot of people who have been sportsmen have very damaged skin in their later years because of the constant exposure to the sun. So sun protection is something that you literally have to invest in through your 20s and 30s, and your skin will thank you later. Now we are going to talk about how to choose a sunscreen. It's really, really easy, but you need to know a couple of things. I want to tell you about broad spectrum. So there is UVA and UVB, two types of UV rays that come through the sun. So essentially when you are choosing a sunscreen, you need to look for something that says broad spectrum. So I've got these two broad spectrum sunscreens. I'm going to talk about them later. One is from the Dermaco and one is from Dermalogica, both of which I use. So always remember that you're looking for a broad spectrum that protects you from both kinds of UV. Then we are talking about the SPF. SPF basically is the protection level. There's an SPF number on top of every sunscreen. There's an SPF number on top of every sunscreen bottle. Okay, so people recommend that in our weather here in India, you should have an SPF of about 35 and above, not any less. I prefer to do a slightly heavier SPF, so SPF 50 is what I always look for. Both this Dermalogica sunscreen has a 50 SPF, and of course this Dermaco sunscreen gel has a 50 SPF as well. So this is something that you can keep in mind, broad spectrum and the level of SPF. Now very often you are using sunscreen when you are out running or playing a sport like cricket, football or even swimming. So for that you need to look for a sport indication. It says sport on the bottle of the sunscreen, which means that it is sweat resistant. It does not wash away easily when you're sweating. So if you are indulging in some sort of sporting activities, this is what you need to look for, a sport label on the sunscreen. Also, if you're swimming, most likely you will use a lot of sunscreen when you're out on the beach or at a pool. If you're swimming, you need to look for a sign that says water resistant. obviously that sunscreen will not wash away when you step into the water or into the pool or into the sea. So that's something that you need to keep in mind as well. Another thing that you need to keep in mind is that there is a lot of sunscreen for the body, because when you are out on the beach or at the pool, there's sunscreen that you put on your shoulders to prevent yourself from burning. That's just regular body sunscreen. However, these should not be used on the face. You need to buy a sunscreen for your face that is specifically dedicated to your face, because if you use the body sunscreen on your face, it could cause clogging of pores and breakouts and acne, which you don't want. So products like this, which are specifically designed for the face, where the instructions will say apply on the face, in case you're wondering how to find out, are ideal for you. My last pointer for today is how to use sunscreen. Sunscreen obviously is just like you would use any other moisturizer, but essentially they recommend that you use it about 15 minutes before stepping out, or 15 minutes before sun exposure, so it settles in. So very simple to just apply a bit of sunscreen and generously apply it onto all parts of your face. Okay, so just like a regular lotion, you will rub it all over your face and make sure that it is literally covering every part of your face, you know. And if you need to use a moisturizer, you can use a moisturizer over that. That's extremely important. However, if you're just kind of comfortable using sunscreen before stepping out, make sure you do so 15 minutes before you step out. Put on a nice amount, cover your face, don't put on too much, make sure that there's no oily residue, and you're good. Remember, when you are using water resistant sunscreens for the pool or for the beach time, that every couple of hours you should replenish it, you know, because it will wash off after a couple of hours. So make sure that you're always replenishing your sunscreen. Don't forget to leave me your comments. Of course, I'm going to leave information on these products right here in the descriptor. Don't forget to leave me your comments and questions on sunscreen or any grooming related matters here in the comments. In the meanwhile, always hit the subscribe button, because there's lots of grooming videos, fashion videos, car reviews and travel videos coming from my channel. Till my next video, stay well groomed.